All right. All right. Well, thank you, Matt. I'm Tina Rashid, and it's been my pleasure over the last 2 years to present to CP or just share different Tai Chi, Qigong techniques with you. Today, we're going to be focusing first on several of the essentials of Tai Chi, the breath and balance. So why don't we get started with just a short breathing exercise. Breath is very important in the process of receiving the true benefit of Tai Chi. Because it's the breath that moves the blood, it's the blood that moves the energy, and these practices, you hear me say Tai Chi and Qigong. Tai Chi is in fact Qigong because it's, again, the focus on the breath. So we want to open up the body so that the energy can move freely, nourishing the organs and systems. So let's begin with what's considered the shu shu mei. Just relax the hands in front of the dantian. And just to demonstrate, as we breathe in, we're going to breathe in a little and just rest and breathe in more, filling up the lungs. And as the arms float down, exhaling fully. All right, so focus on your body. Everybody's breath is different, everybody's body is different, but let's just relax into each breath. And I hate to use the word relax because as soon as you say relax, we tend to tighten up. But I think that it's more, rather than relax, you might want to say that you move with ease. You just want to soften inside, loosen outside. So let's begin. Breathing in and hold and breathe in more and release. Again. Letting the body expand like the balloon on all sides. Soft in and more. And emptying from the top to the bottom. One last time. The truth is that most of the time when we are focused externally, which is majority of the time, we have the tendency to breathe from here to here, just the bottom of the lungs. In Tai Chi, if you can imagine the space from the bottom of the rib cage to the seat of the abdomen as being a hollow. And within that hollow, there is a balloon again. And as we breathe in, we fill up that balloon and we release. We empty it. So in all of our movements, and let's do that one last time, relax, soften. So in all of our movements, we move slowly. So we have plenty of time to execute that full breath, okay? Another of the pearls in Tai Chi is balance. Whenever we're moving, and just to demonstrate, you can go move with me, empty to full. As we cross our center of gravity, naturally we sink down, but in sinking down, we have more balance. If you remember as a child, if somebody was trying to pull you or an adult was trying to pull you, you just kind of sank your weight and it was hard for anyone to pull you. Always allowing gravity to sink. Feeling, so as we go through the different postures in our forms, which are a collection of the individual postures, we want to always seek balance, never overextending. If I were extended, no balance. But then again, trusting our foundation, yielding to gravity so that We always can get a good stretch, bending and stretching through our form, feeling to the end, feeling our way through each posture, never rushing. The most important aspect of what we're doing is what's happening inside, yielding to the muscles, tendons, and ligaments, releasing stagnant energy, and of course, strengthening. So let's come back to center. The first step in releasing tension is to surrender the body's weight to the pull of gravity, all right? If you remember that maybe one of the first toys you may have had as a child, it's big, the clown, or at least it seemed big at the time, and it has the weighted bottom. It's like an inverted ice cream cone. And no matter how much you hit it or punched it, it would always come back to center. So we want to begin to think in terms of, even in our form, we want to sink into the legs. And that doesn't mean poking back. It means tucking the tip of the coccyx forward, feet open, knees soft, crown towards the heaven, releasing the body's weight, surrendering it to gravity. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. As we breathe, we move, coordinating breath and movement so that they don't fight. But at the same time, not using force, not rushing. Soft inside, loose outside. We begin to see how everything is connected. In order to circle the ankle, the lowest gate, we are opening the gates of the body now. We have to relax the foot, the knee, the hip, the spine. Whatever side we do, we always want to do the opposite side. And in my movements, you're free to mirror me if that's easier. And just breathe. The second of the 3 essentials of Tai Chi is focus. Wherever the mind goes, the energy goes. So we want to keep the energy in the body during our practice. So we give the mind a place to rest. We allow the mind to rest on the movement and the feeling. Not thinking about other things. Looking out, knees are soft. Shift the weight, transferring the weight from one side to the other, relaxing the hips in the hip socket, breathing, focusing, seeking balance as we move. And let's circle up. Relax and breathing in, breathe in through the nose like sipping water through a straw. And exhale, let's go the opposite way. Feet are open like the duck's feet. Make sure your feet are spaced enough where you can relax the hips, the lower back, circle the knees with ease. Now remember, our movement begins at the soles of the feet, pushing straight into the earth to circle up. And let's go ahead and circle up. And let's space the feet just a little bit and allow the torso to hang like the rag doll, knees soft, relax the jaw, arms are like ropes. And again, our movement begins at the soles of the feet as we push into the earth. And gradually, letting the weight of the head stretch out the neck, arms stretch out the shoulders. We're going to gradually push up to a vertical position, as if we were stacking all of the vertebrae, one on top of the other, all the way up through the shoulders, through the neck, until the crown points towards heaven. As I demonstrated earlier, empty to full. Think about pouring water from one glass to another. But it becomes very evident as we cross our center of gravity that we need to yield. And it's the inside that yields. Using our inner awareness as we move, we gradually release even the minutest tendon, ligament, muscle, large muscle also, to accommodate the breath and balance. Okay, let's continue. As we shift, we're going to lift the heel. Relax the arms to the fingertips. Arms are like ropes, just hanging off the shoulder. And notice how even a very simple movement from the crown of the head to the soles of the feet incorporates the entire body. Loose, let the spine twist. Don't determine when the movement is fully executed. We just want to feel our way through each movement. Loose and back gradually to center. And stand comfortably, palms on the dantian. For women, left over right. Knees are soft. If we lock the legs, then the energy can't travel. So we want the knees to be soft. We want the tip of the coccyx forward, all right? As if we're sitting on a high stool. So stand comfortably and breathe. And just focus on the feeling. All right, how chi presents to you. And just enjoy the feeling, not thinking about other things. And arms float down. We're going to space the feet just a little bit more. And as we shift, palm to heaven, palm to earth, spine twisting, hips pretzeling. Push into the earth, always yielding to gravity. Surrender. Hold it as long as it takes for you to feel the energy change. For yin to turn to yang, or more yang to turn to yin. Sinking down, let the rib cage open, soft inside, yielding, not letting your own limitations dictate the movement. And this time, as we push into the earth, we're going to let both arms float up, fingertips to the heaven. And as they float down, let the head float forward. Relax the jaw completely, arms hanging, knees soft. And again, empty to full, we're going to transfer the weight and allow the upper circle, the shoulders, the neck area to circle. Remember, in Tai Chi, there are 3 circles: the lower, the middle, the upper. Now, they may move differently or at a different rate, but in all, they support each other, they coordinate, as long as we surrender to the movement. Breathing, always breathing. Notice when you begin to go back to old habits of clamping the jaw, holding the breath, or again, limiting your movement. Let's go ahead and circle back to center. Head hanging, arms hanging, push into the earth, floating up as if arms float up as if floating on water. And there's energy all around us. We're going to embrace some of that energy from heaven and using our inner awareness, feel it as it showers down over the top of the head, shoulders, down the torso, over the hips, down the legs, and fills up our shoes. And standing with the tip of the coccyx tucked forward, crown towards the heaven, arms loose to the fingertips, knees soft. Again, just engage with the feeling of the energy moving through you and around you. Feet open. And use the inner awareness to focus on the energy coming down from heaven through the crown of the head, through the neck, through the chest, through the solar plexus, through the abdomen, down the legs, filling up our shoes. Up from the earth, through the balls of the feet, through the legs, through the hips, meeting the heavenly energy coming from above. And like the shish kebab, we're just sort of supported by the two, focusing on the internal movement of qi. And float down. Okay, let's loosen just a bit more. We're going to pivot the foot, shift towards the toe, transferring the weight fully so we can release the weight off of the opposite leg to extend forward to the heel to root. We always have balance in Tai Chi because we're always feeling for balance. We root so that as we roll from heel to toe, we maintain balance. Arms float up, wrist cross, arms float down. Let's begin rowing the boat. Our momentum comes from, again, pushing into the earth like the skater, sitting back, sinking down. The oar moves through the water, shifting forward, spine turning forward. We place it in the water and continue at your own pace, at a rate that you can enjoy the movement. If you're not enjoying the process, then something is quite wrong. So we want to always make sure, first and foremost, that we're breathing. No rush, focused on your body. The second, that we're allowing the mind to rest by allowing the mind to engage on the movement and the feeling. The mind cannot be in two places at one time. So as we engage with our bodies, reconnect with our bodies, we can't think about other things. So we're breathing, we're focusing, we're feeling for balance. Always surrendering to gravity. And this time, as we shift forward, the weight of the arms propels us forward, to step forward, to root. Make sure that back foot is turned at a 45-degree, and opposite leg, opposite arm on top. Shift the weight. Now we're looking out. The crown is always towards the heavens. So again, we're supported by the heavenly energy. And the crown towards the heavens allows us to maintain balance. We're not shifting the energy, shifting the balance rather. One of the biggest culprits of energy is lack of balance. When we're imbalanced, our energy, our body lets us know it. And often it's when our minds are overactive. All of our energy goes to our head. So we're top heavy. So we want to let the mind, as we rest, as we train the body, we train the mind, the monkey mind that jumps from one thing to another, we just bring it back. And after a while, it doesn't vary as much. Bending and stretching, engaging the whole body from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. Let's shift forward. We're going to put that oar down, let the momentum bring you forward, step up, float down. And take a few seconds. Again, standing comfortably. And monitor your body to see if you've gone back to old habits. Let the jaw relax. We're not going to mash the molars together. Relax the neck. Don't jet the chin. Don't bear too much force backwards. Crown is towards the heavens. Shoulders are relaxed. Tip of the coccyx tucking forward releases tension from the lower back. Most importantly, in the area of the body's energy vault, the dantian, we're not holding the muscles tight, keeping the energy from radiating from this area all over the body to the fingertips and toes. So standing comfortably and just focus on how chi presents to you. A warmth, a tingling, a vibration, a feeling of being more alive. And in focusing on the feeling, we magnify it, we make it bigger. We strengthen it. And float down. So in this class, we've learned several short Qigong forms. Qigong forms typically have no more than 24 postures. The forms that we've chosen are short forms, one that has 5 postures, one that has 6, another that has 9. So let's go to today, let's review the Tai Chi Qigong form. And this Qigong form is named as such because it also includes some of the martial Tai Chi postures. Tai Chi is considered a martial art, and in it you'll see all of the defensive postures, offensive postures that you would see in any martial art. So standing comfortably, arms loose, crown, knees soft. And the way we learn in here is simply by following. So relax and just go with the flow. Let's transfer the weight to separate the feet. And gently rocking forward, feet rooted as if we have 5 feet roots into the earth. Arms float up, loose to the fingertips, knees soften. Arms float down. Complete each posture fully. Again, no self-imposed limitations. We follow just the movement of energy. Breathing. Opening the chest. Shift the weight. Looking over the fingertips. Heel down, roll the ball. This is called dancing with the rainbow. Make sure you're breathing as you move. Heel down, roll the ball to the center of the neck. Knees soften, arms float up. Reeling arms. Always breathing, push down. Again, arms float up, loose to the fingertips. Feel the change. Any further, we'd be using force. Staying engaged, connected to your body. Breathing. Being patient, letting each posture complete itself. Pushing down. And bending from the waist, legs are straight. It's as if we're going to put our palms on a wall just out of reach, looking between the palms. Paddling in the middle of the lake. And arms float down. And palms float up. We're going to shift. Looking forward, sinking down, extending out. To curve back. Feel for balance, sink down. Pushing into the full side. We move into wave hands like clouds. Arms extended out as if floating in water. And again, be patient. Let each movement complete itself. We're just along for the ride. And we're going to transfer the weight fully. Arms float down, feeling for balance. Transfer the weight to root. Roll from heel to toe. As the arms float up, relaxing the shoulders, upper back, crown towards heaven. Pigeon flying, sinking down. Push into the full, yin and yang. Arms float down, bringing us forward again to root. Roll from heel to toe. Pigeon flying. Loose to the fingertips. Momentum forward, arms float down, step up to step out, and final posture, wild goose flying, moving through water. Feel for the change. Knees soften, arms float down, lower, release the tension, let the weight lower. Arms float down, legs extend, and shift the weight. Feel for balance, never moving any faster than you feel balanced and can breathe comfortably. To close. Again, take a few seconds and breathe however the body needs to breathe. Notice when you're restricting, just like we use our inner awareness to notice where we're holding tension as we move so that we can release it. It's the same thing as, monitor your body to make sure to reacquaint yourself with where you might be holding tension. Again, focusing on the feeling. As you stand and you're breathing, one way to know whether you are unconsciously, because most of the time we're not even aware of how and when we're holding tension. One way to be aware of it is to see how your body moves as you breathe. If you don't feel, with the hands resting on the body, if you don't feel the body naturally just gradually expanding and contracting, And I always say, like the baby sleeping on its back. So open, so relaxed that the whole body expands and the whole body contracts. So we want to become more aware of how our body moves, internally from inside out, okay? So let's do that again, because every time we do it, not only do we learn the form, we learn the series of postures, so that we can forget about it. What we really want to focus on, moving more into a meditative practice, we want to focus on the feeling and the movement, not thinking about other things, all right? So standing comfortably, crown, relax the jaw, shoulders, even relax the muscles pulling across the chest. Knees are soft, tip of the coccyx forward, feet are open, arms like ropes. Surrender to gravity, feel for balance, and take the deep cleansing breath. Breathe into the soles of the feet, letting the body expand. And as you exhale, sink into the legs. Transfer the weight to separate the feet. And let's move through it, showing the continuity of our form. All right? So let's relax and rock forward, moving through water. Opening posture. Opening the chest. Dancing with the rainbow. Arms extended, loose to the fingertips. Feel the energy all the way to the tips of the fingers. Roll the ball. Relax the chest. Reeling arms. Palms to heaven as the arms float up. Fingertips to heaven, legs are straight, leaning from the waist, paddling in the middle of the lake. Curve back, both palms to heaven. Wave hands like clouds. Breathing. Transfer the weight. Pigeon flying. Breathing, always breathing. Momentum forward, step up to step out, final posture. Take it all in. Feel for change. Let it all out as the wild goose ascends. Shift the weight, feel for balance. Step in to float down. And take a few seconds and just, now we feel the chi really moving through the body as it should, like the river, nourishing, touching all of the organs and systems, giving life. Feeling the abdomen. Relaxing the jaw. And float down. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll, of course, on other occasions, we'll revisit this Qigong form and you're just by repetition, we familiarize ourselves with the form, the different postures, and we're able to further our practice. So let's go ahead and pull up a chair for now. All right, let's come to the front of the chair, feet are flat. Hands are just resting on the knees. Now notice whether your crown is to heaven, and as the crown points to heaven, naturally the shoulders fall. Let the chair hold you up so you can relax the hips and legs. And just take a few seconds. Focusing on the feeling, focusing on the movement of chi. So let's go ahead and bring that energy, and I'll go ahead and move my glasses. Bring that energy to the palms and use it to wash the face, touching or not touching, engaging with the feeling radiating from the palms. Relaxing the head on the thumbs, 3 fingers at each temple. But relax the head forward and begin to circle and massage the temples gently. Breathing, even now, we let the breath come and go. If our breath is not coming and going, then we need to know why. So let's reverse that circle. Still, head relaxed forward. Next, let's relax the jaw fully. Just let the jaw be slack, and using the fleshy tips of the fingers, we're going to massage around the neck and up around the mouth and up the jaw. Not too hard, not too soft. Taking the thumb and the index, we're going to grasp the top of the ear and we're going to massage and tug from top to bottom 3 times. As you breathe. Just focusing on the area of the body that we are manipulating. And then we're going to take the middle finger and very carefully massage all the nooks and crannies, all of the nerve endings that, again, that correspond to the organs and systems based on traditional Chinese medicine. All of the nerve endings, we're going to stimulate them. And then placing the thumb at the base of the ear, we're going to push up the crease behind the ear from bottom to top. These meridians or energy channels correspond with the heart. Relax your elbow into the palm, and again, always focusing on your body. Let's squeeze the tension from the inside out, from the inside of the shoulder out. Use a little hand power so you can feel how much tension you're actually holding in that small area of the body. And relax the arm and the leg and massage the shoulder joint. Breathing. And coming to the outside of the arm, we're going to squeeze the energy through the entire arm from the shoulder all the way to the small finger and out. Other side. And relax. Even as we massage, we're coordinating breath and movement. So we move with ease. Great. All right. Bouncing the hands off of each other, soft inside, loose outside. Underneath the thumb, the fleshy part of the hand, underneath the thumb. And lace the fingers together and push just enough to feel the massage between the fingers and that space between each finger. And relax the fingers. Elbows down, not laying on the body though. We just want to let the elbows drop. And we're going to push one palm over the other, only as fast as you can be soft inside, loose outside. We don't want to use force. Breathing. And push down, and let's go the opposite way. And coming back to center, loose fingers like dust mops as we breathe, shaking off anything, any tension that does not serve you. It's loose. And let's use those same fingers to tap the kidneys. Breathing, stimulating the kidneys to do what they do best. And then palms flat over the kidneys. Feeding energy into the kidney area as we breathe. And moving the palms down the side of the leg to the ankle, around the foot, and up the front of the legs 3 times, sealing, as if we're sealing the energy into the legs. All right, when we come to a upright position, we're going to position the palms on the dantian. We're going to start with a small circle. And we're going to let that small circle gradually expand to encompass the entire abdomen. Abdomen soft and moving as you breathe. And then we're going to let that large circle gradually contract, going in the opposite direction. Stomach soft, breathing. And as the hands come back to where they began, we're going to let the palms rest on the dantian, the body's energy vault, feeding energy into this area of the body. Just breathe. All right, and bringing the hands to the thighs, let's bring the weight of the body forward, pushing into the earth, letting the torso hang. One more time, knees soft, feet open, chin towards the chest, arms loose to the fingertips. Let the glutes expand, let the lower back open, and push into the earth, still hanging forward. And gradually, as if we were stacking bricks, one on top of the other, stacking the vertebrae, one on top of the other, all the way up to a vertical position. So standing comfortably, monitor your body to see if you've gone back to old habits. And more as you do, you'll become more aware, conscious of these habits, which is the first step in releasing them. So let's go ahead and bring the energy to the palm. We're going to push down, sinking down, palms to heaven, arms extended, stomach soft and moving as you breathe. And shift the weight. And I salute you all for taking the time and the energy to join me this afternoon. And I hope that you can really feel the difference, just that little short period of time can make in just making you feel better, okay? So I hope you feel good. I'll see you next month.
Thank you, Tina. Great presentation. If anyone has any questions for Tina or anything like that, please post them in chat. I know someone asked if they could see the video, so this will be posted onto our YouTube channel along with Tina and all our other presenters. And yeah, what else do we have? Tina, we got some positive encouragement from everyone. Thank you all for that. But if no one has any other questions, we can end it just a few minutes early. And coming up next week, I believe it's yoga. Hold on, let me double check. And I know that we had a slight change in our scheduling last week due to some people being out, but yes, next week is going to be yoga, and then the week after that is going to be Get Active. So Get Active was supposed to be last week, but now it'll be 2 weeks from now, and then next week will be yoga. So if you'd like to join us for another webinar and another workout, please come join us next week, and hope to see you guys all there. If you guys have any other questions, please post them in the chat, but otherwise I'll see you guys next week. Bye everyone.